On one night in my med school days, my housemate and I were entangled in an intellectual conversation about life. And he asked me what my beliefs were, and I truthfully replied that I was unsure, but I knew I was a fan of hedonism. He took this to an extreme and said, "Oh, so you like orgies?" I was flabbergasted that his only familiarity with the pursuit of pleasure was of intense sexuality. Living life in the pursuit of self-pleasure may sound quite self-centered, and perhaps it is, but it is never at the expense of anyone's inconvenience or at the neglect of any responsibilities. Rather, it is just a personal agenda to unashamedly go after what excites me about this life without compromise, without guilt, without any need for justification. Even before I was born, I had a long list of responsibilities on my tiny shoulders. And after I fulfilled those debts and obligations, I want to focus on me in the second phase of my life, by allowing myself to go after my own self-interest, by venturing on a quest of self-discovery to find what lights me up with sensations of euphoria. I vividly remember about 32 months ago, on a cool November night, I was invited to, now my ex's, 41st floor apartment with a stunning view of South Beach for our first date, as she had lost a wager over a game of mini golf at my office the week before. While sitting on her balcony deep into the night, finding commonalities in our life story, I mentioned to her how strange it was for me to be there. She inquired why, and I explained to her the 3 phases of my life, and that I felt guilty for allowing myself to be present for what to me was a hedonic experience of self-indulgence while I had so much of my altruistic roles left to fulfill. Truthfully, I should not have been there, but I am forever grateful that I did overstep the boundaries of my phases, as it has gifted me with the most memory-rich and adventurous 30 months of my life thus far. But unfortunately, trying to balance the first 2 phases of my life simultaneously has strained our relationship, and I have learned a very agonizing lesson. I did not want to let her go. I tried to hold on to her as much as I could, but I know that she is happier without the weight that I carry with me, and I sincerely wish that we could have found each other after I transcended my responsibilities and liberated myself to be fully present mentally, emotionally, and physically with her forevermore.